Okay, just look how fast Poe Overlay can be. So I'm using Exchange Market. I'm using the divines. I want something like, yeah, stack decks are okay. I'm using the 30, okay. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go. As you can see, already good trade. Yeah, and I can go and trade with someone with under 10 seconds without changing a screen. That's great. Hello, Path of Exile players. This is Path of Exile. This is my dirty mirror. This is my terrible painting. And today we will be talking about Poe Overwolf Overlay. I know the name. And we will do just the basic stuff, which means that I will tell you about how to search for items, how to use Exchange Market, how to evaluate your items, and a window with players with trade request, where you will have a lot of icons regarding the trade. All of other features, I will just tell you that they are there and tell about them one sentence, and either you Google or you write a comment that you need those, and I will also create an advanced video about Overwolf, because this one will be long enough for the basic features alone. Okay, so let us start. First of all, I won't be telling you about the installation. You can do it by yourself. I will link the website in the description. We have basically a couple of things in the game. This is my bow. I have my shortcut already created to evaluate this bow. I click it, and this is how the overlay is visible. So what we have here, I have the DPS, the attacks per second, the level, the item name, etc., etc. And when this bow is evaluated, it's evaluated based on the things which I will turn on. That means that this is the evaluation of this bow, which is quite low, and the confidence is low. That means that AI thinks it doesn't know how much it's worth. And what I want to do is I want to evaluate based on the features of this bow which I have, like bow fires 2 additional arrows. This is the most important feature, right? I want to have it to have critical strike and all the elemental things. And as you can see, if I turn on those modifiers, then the item will be compared to the items we already have in the marketplace. And how it is compared, because as you can see, we have only 2 bows like mine for 500 divines and for 550. This is what I'm comparing them to. I will just tell you that I want the bow with only 2 arrows, but if I change to 1 arrow and go to the search, let's go with 1 arrow. There is no such bow with one arrow, meaning that probably all the bows are already having 2 arrows. Let's have a break to see what we have, because we got a trade. Let's see what we have here. So when I'm opening a trade with Poe Overlay, I'm having a window like this. And in this window, I can do a couple of things, because I've got a couple of icons and I've got send wait message. That means that when I'm busy, I want the player to wait for some time. Then I've got still interested, meaning that I was busy. I haven't responded to a player and I want to do it now. Let's check it. We will be trolling him because he already bought my item. So we have a message that, are you still interested? Other than that, we can also send currently doing something. Usually that will be a map. Do you want to wait until finished? Then we can whisper to a player, which will open a chat, and you can whisper, which is one click better. You can also invite to party, which we already did from the trade menu because I'm used to it. I'm trying to use this one because it's one click faster. We can request trade when the player already is in the hideout, which will be highlighted by the green color there. So we will see green color, and this means that the player is already in your hideout, which means that if you got a couple of trades, it will be easier for you to know which one you got. You can also highlight item in the stash. I think it's already impossible because we've made this trade, but usually it is possible. Yeah, highlighting by the type, you can it show you the type, and you can highlight by the type. Also, it should also show you which position this jewel got, but after a while it doesn't work. Okay, and you've got the option to left click and to right click to show the type or show the name. Type, the name, type, name. Usually it will be easier if we aren't talking about timeless jewels. Do you want to buy some timeless jewels? Maybe 100, maybe 200? Cool, doesn't matter. And you can finish trade and send thank you message. And this is totally unneeded because in Poe we don't thank other players, we demand. Okay, and send item gone message also doesn't matter because if it's gone, it's gone, and it's not your problem. You don't know. No. Those last two are the courtesy icons. Back to the item, because after a wild break. So I already showed you how you can search those kind of bows. I've only... Oh, maybe let's try this one. Yeah. And let's try the one arrow. No, all the bows got 2 arrows. Cool. Okay, you can also search by not only by the modifiers you have, but also by the name, like this one. As you can see, there will be a lot of spine bows because we are also having item level. So spine bows with any item level you have from 20 chaos, and if you choose item levels, you will have the 10 divines, plus we are choosing the links because we can go with 1 link to 6, and this will change as well to 80 chaos. Let's do it with 1 link. Yeah, and this will change all the prices. You can also search by the sockets. It will be highlighted here. So if I'm searching by the links, I'm highlighting it here. If it's de-highlighted, then the sockets aren't active. You can see it here. You can see the active parts on the right side. Plus, it's highlighted on the left. See, this one is active already. So we are searching only by 2 things, which will narrow the search, but not enough for us. Cool. So this is how we search for icons. We can for items. We can also change those accordingly. We can, because basically how it works from the out of the box. It works like this: that it look for your modifiers, and it also checks the modifiers which are better, but it's not checking the modifiers which are worst. You can set the range of those modifiers checking in the options, in the preferences, which I will talk at the end. So this is the searching. Next, so this is the evaluating. Now the search. Search got 3 parts from which I will I will talk about two because live search is the niche one. Usually you won't use it because it also requires an additional desktop app, which most of you will be too lazy to install, which I totally understand. First is search, then there is Exchange. I will talk about Exchange first because this tool is creme de la creme. You have various items which can be stacked, plus maps, plus legacy items, etc., plus cards. Those items have two tabs. You choose only the items that you have. For example, we will choose the Chaos and the Divine, and we will choose the items which we want, like the stack decks here. We go to the search, and here you can see all the offers which are there. Most of them are for Divine because there is a better ratio, I guess, but there are some offers for Chaos. So they will be sorted out and you can see which is better. For example, 4 for 150, it's quite good in this economy right now. And then you can just press this one and the search will appear in our window. See, the search appeared. Also, you got the message, standard stuff, right? This window you can choose to change the position of it. You can also clear all the requests. You can hide it, show it. You can go to the preferences. Yeah, so this is how it's working. Yeah, but he's not responding. It's bad luck. I mean, we won't be doing the trade. You can choose from many variety of things. You can choose normal currencies, exotic currencies. For items I have, I would choose only the Chaos, the Divine, sometimes the Chisels and the Awakened Sextons. Almost nobody else is using the other currencies or changes. So this is what will occur. But if you want to sell something, actually, you can do it from the other side around. So if I want to sell, for example, Val Orbs, I'm using that I have the Val Orbs, and for the items I want, I will choose this or this, and this will also check the currency which someone is buying, because those orders are also here on the market. So if I have 57 Val Orbs, I can sell them for 30 Chaos, which maybe you are interested in. So this part, in the items you have, you only choose this or this if you want to buy something, or if you don't want to buy something, you want to sell something, you choose this and the currency you want in the items I want. This is how it's working. You can also choose the minimum stock, which is great. Which is great because if you don't want to have many sales and you want only bulk, you can choose, I don't know, 500 stack decks, and you will only see. It should be 500. Why I have 300? That's odd. That's really odd. Yeah, I think something is bugged already. Yeah, great tutorial. You can see that there are large stacks, but for some reason I have 360, which is the lowest. Yeah, something's not right. And if I go with 2000, yeah, if I go with 2000, you also see. You now see properly things which should be there. Go back. Yeah, it's bugging for 5000, for 500. Doesn't matter. Okay, so the market is already explained. Now we are going to the search. So most important thing in the search, what I'm using it for usual is just for searching items, but also for evaluating my fractured base. Here we can use the Excel-like functions, and we can add some kind of status groups. Usually that will be end, and you can search for it. For example, let's pretend that I found a fractured item, which I think it's great. It's a bow with 2 additional arrows. So bow attacks fire 2 additional arrows, which will be 2, but this is the normal one. So I will tell you what happened. Let's corrupt it. Doesn't matter. Mirrored, no. Here, type filters, we will search for the bow. Let's go. So in this overview, I see a couple of things. All the stats of the item, which is normal, like in the GGG one. I see the price here. I can choose to have a conversation with a player already by one click. I can copy the message, and if I have my path of building in the preferences of Poe Overlay visible, then I can see what are the stats I'm getting. So for this, I'm getting minus 72% of damage, which is not great, so I shouldn't be doing it. But this is a normal mode. So as you can see, we have the normal mode. We can also filter this. Additionally, we can, if I press this one, then it means that this will be filtered. This will be checked by the modifier which I've selected. So for example, now I will see only the highest numbers. Let's see. Oh, this is a good example. Now I see the biggest number of physical increased damage which I have for those bows. It's 281. Jesus Christ. So you see it by the highest number because it was sorted based on the physical damage, for example. So this is the most physical damage for the bow which I have, for the bow which got 2 arrows. Okay, but what if I want to check the fractured item? You have also other things here. You can see the implicit, which is also possible, but you can see also the fractured item, which will fire additional arrows, for example. And if I see by this one, you can see that instead of 20 chaos, I've got 140, which is the cheapest bow with bow attacks fire 2 additional arrows fractured, because it will be to the end of your craft, and this will be for, this won't disappear if you are using a scouring corp, or if you are using next crafting item. So this is great, and I'm using it for it. I'm using this tool for searching for fractured mods constantly. Next thing, you can also add or remove for this search from favorites. So I'm adding it. I'm naming it like 2 arrow fractured. I'm changing the color, clicking save. When I'm going here, if I'm using the search, it will research again this mods, which means that I can have many of those searches active each time I want to go to the market, which will be so fast. I cannot even tell you how faster you are than the regular search on the GGG side. So this is what you are using. You also, as I told you, can use the mods, the type filters, the weapon filters, like let's say elemental DPS. Let's go with 1200. Let's go with 1300. Cool. Oh, already upgrades. Let's go with 1400. Nothing. 350 highest. Yeah, one mirror. Yeah. Average damage minus 200, minus 25%. What the hell? How is this possible? This is weird. Okay, but this is already an upgrade. 5500, 3%. See how good my bow is? I've almost got no upgrades on 4 bows on market. Wow. Yeah, tough life. Armor filters where you can check the basis of evasion, armor, etc. Sockets, self-explanatory links or sockets. Requirements. You can also search for the maps. You can search for the league specific items like ultimatum, sanctum, or heist. I'm not using it, so I cannot prolong on this one. And the factors which weren't filtered in the other sections, which is quality and gem levels. For example, if you are looking for 2020, you can go there and let's say corrupted now and type the name of the gem here and you will see all the gems. And also the types of items like mirrored, always no, unless you are looking for endgame items, corrupted, split veiled, etc., stack size, yeah, all the other things. Plus you can set the maximum price and minimum price and also search only for the items you've got visible in your, sorry, only for items for the pliers which are there. So this is how it works. I have to cut it, right? Now let's go to the preferences. Let's go to the preferences. This is a desktop app, which means that it will use the sort of pop-up here, because all those searches like this one, this is a pop-up in my game. This is not inside Path of Exile, as well as this one. It pretends to be inside Path of Exile because if I close the window, it will also close. But it is actually an desktop app, right? So I will open it right now. This is how it looks like. And a couple of things there. Sorry, this I have to censorship, because if you are a YouTuber or streamer, you shouldn't be giving your name because you can get a right of reports. Sad story. And this is the build, how the build looks. For me, I have a couple of things with magical with magic find, this one and this one, so my DPS is quite lower, but I can go up to 50 millions if I want to. And this is how it will looks like. It's copying from Path of Building, so if you are setting your DPS there, then it will be copied based on what you set in Path of Building. If you have simple build, then it might be enough just to copy and not use any other upgrades in Path of Building. Those are the resists, of course, the EHP, and also we have the tracker. For some reason the profile is not visible. I don't know why. It should be. You can get your profile here and use it. The ads are there also. The live search, which is advanced feature, because it will also need an upgrade of desktop app, and you can set a couple of live searchers here to have a signal when some item is on the market, so you can search by some specific requirements you can have. And in the preferences, you will be setting all the shortcuts. You can set all the layout messages which are visible here. You can also inspect maps and have some mods as dangerous mods, so your maps will highlight them and you will know whether or not you can run it or no. You can have clips which will show your depth, and also show up items which are on the ground if you want. I'm not using it because I have problems with my internet connection and its performance already. You can also filter items in the stashes. This is something I'm not using. Yeah, so you can have the hotkeys here. Yep, that's it. Those are the basic 34 features of Poe Overlay. I hope this was informative. If you want, I can also do the advanced video. This one will be probably already long enough, but if you want, there will be a popular demand, I will also create the advanced one. So hope this was helpful. If yes, you can get the thumbs up, you can like, etc. Path of Exile out. See you guys.